Tender Mercy in Pleasant Ridge.
Tender Mercy in Johnson City.
Hey, Tender Mercy here in Grove Park.
Tender Mercy in Abingdon.
Tender Mercy in Lakeway.
Mercy in Lakeway, Greenie Edition.
Tender Mercy in the House Mountain area today.
Tender Mercy in Cookville.
Tender Mercy in Newport.
Tender Mercy in Bearden.
Blitz Mercy in Hickston.
Tender Mercy here in Marion.
Tender Mercy in Chattanooga. Shout out to my little sister Jade because we just found someone named Jade today.
Tender Mercies in Ringgold.
Oh yeah.
Tender Mercy here in Hendersonville.
Tender Mercy in Hickson.
Tender Mercy in Lafayette. Oh yeah.
Tender Mercies here in Lebanon.
Tender Mercy in Maryville.
Tender Mercy in Pellissippi.
So we went to this park here in Hickson, and we ended up talking to almost 30 people, was it? Yeah, almost 30 people today.
So tonight, my wife and I and our friends were sitting at an ice cream shop outside in downtown Ringgold when we see the sister missionaries waiting to cross the street. And they push the button, and the light turns red so that they can cross the street. A big red pickup truck comes and blocks the crosswalk. And Sister Bird walks right up to the window of this guy, and she leans up to the guy who's in this truck blocking the crosswalk and says, "Would you like a picture of Jesus Christ, and would you come to church on Sunday?" That is great missionary work for me to witness from across the street.
Thank you.
Tender Mercies here in Crossville. We just had a great lesson with Lexi and Micaiah. We explained the temples and general conference, and it was super cool because when we were explaining sealings, Lexi, who's a member, asked us about how Micaiah could get baptized so that they could be sealed together as a family. And so that was a super cool moment.
Tender Mercy here in Cookville. We put a free Book of Mormon and /Bible on the Facebook Marketplace, and someone actually responded, and we're going to meet them next Thursday to deliver it.
Let's go.
Hey, what just happened?
I, being Nishana Essen, did baptism for the day.
For the first time.
For the first time,
Yeah,
baby. Let's go Atlanta. Big miracles.
But he was pumping his gas, so he kind of had to stand there. So we were able to share scripture with him, and we got to know him and that he has a family, and so we kind of shared that the gospel blesses families and asked him if he'd like to learn more, and he said he was totally good with that. So we are going to do a phone call lesson with him this week. We're so excited!
And we went back today as our first follow-up visit, and we were talking with him, and he completely dropped his word of wisdom concern. He's been clean for a whole month.
What?
So he can now get baptized as soon as he's ready.
We just had an amazing lesson with one of our friends, Zion, and we had 2 fellowshippers there. Oh, so good.
We were able to explain the sacrament to him inside the chapel and show him how everything works. And he really thought it was cool. And so he's coming to church this Sunday, and he wants to come to all of our YSA activities.
Woo! We had the best lesson with Zach, and we talked all about baptism, and he's like, yeah, and we set a date. Zach's getting baptized October 29th.
We're so excited, and we are on our way to invite another one of our friends to be baptized.
Tune in an hour. Tender Mercy in Rotherwood. We were working at the Kitchen of Hope today, and how many meals do we serve?
231.
It was an amazing day. Woohoo!
We had 9 friends come to church today. Our friend Maria came and brought all 3 of her kids. And a member whose name's Riley brought his fiance and their 3 kids. And then our friend Marion came. So it was super awesome, and it was the primary program that I got to see that. Super cute. And they all stayed for second hour, so it was a great day. It was special.
We had a lesson with the Pleasant Ridge sisters, and it was such an amazing lesson, and we just know the power that comes with all of our callings, knowing that he's in great hands with those sisters and that they will continue to help him along his path of being baptized.
And the first house we knocked, we found this little family, and they were like so open with like learning more, and he was like, do you have a pamphlet that I could have? And so we gave him a restoration pamphlet with our number, and we set up a time to come back, and Yeah.
It's just so cute.
It's so exciting. They even asked where our church was here and if there was a church in Oak Ridge. So we're super excited for them.
We started messaging with this guy named Luis over Facebook, and he seemed really sweet, and today we had a phone call lesson with him.
And during the phone call lesson with him, he talked about how he was at the laundromat last week, and there was just a used Book of Mormon there, and he was asking around whose it was, and it wasn't exactly anyone's, and so he decided to take it, and he was super curious about what this book was.
Yeah, he said he never knew where to start, and so he was just waiting to know where to start, and then we messaged him, and on our phone call lesson, we just introduced the Book of Mormon to him, and he was like, "What? I literally have it. I just haven't been read in it yet. It's been a week." And so he's really excited to learn more about it. We told him where to start, and we have a lesson with him this week to teach him the restoration.
Super exciting.
Yeah, so we're at a park, and this guy's fishing on this nice creek. We were able to go up to him, and we got started talking about fishing, but we got to the finding flow point, and we basically introduced our purpose.
Yeah, we asked him if he loved Jesus and if he wanted to grow his relationship with him, and we told him about the Book of Mormon, how he could do that. We gave him a Book of Mormon and invited him to read it, and we gave him our phone number and invited him to church.
Yep, we were able to teach her the restoration. She loved it. The spirit was so strong, and we helped her identify it. And after everything, she's like, "Oh man, when are you guys gonna come back over? You're welcome any day." And so we're coming back Friday with a member, and she is going to be reading the Book of Mormon. She loves it.
We were able to talk to 30 people during the Hickson Blitz and find 3 people and give out 4 books, which was super awesome.
Yeah, we found a really cool lady named Meredith, and she's super excited to read the book, and we're excited to hear what goes on with that.
Yep, super awesome.
These guys are super awesome. Had a wonderful time with them and look forward to do it again sometime.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks, Brother Wagner.
This is the Cleveland Zone. We just finished our blitz, and we saw so many miracles.
Yep, all right, so we got the stats in. We talked to 154 people today. We gave out 19 Book of Mormons, found 14 new friends, and we had 21 lessons.
But we, Elder Clark and I went out to the lake and we met Hunter, who was fishing.
Yep, Hunter was super cool. He told us that he had actually met with missionaries around 2 years ago, and he loved reading the Book of Mormon with them. So President Barlow shared Helaman 5:12, and we talked about building our foundation in Christ for when temptations and challenges come. And it was super powerful.
Yeah, it was really great. And Hunter expressed the willingness to meet with missionaries again. So we're going to follow up with him and see if we can get those lessons started again.
Tender Mercy in Weaverville, we had a goal to invite 10 people to church at the Ingalls parking lot.
And we did, and handed out 5 Jesus cards with our address.
Woo!
It was really cool to see it kind of shift, because then it was like almost everyone we approached was either interested in learning more about the Book of Mormon or in coming to church. And so it was amazing.
And in the end, we actually found 2 people and we got 5 numbers. And we invited 30 people. It was awesome.
Tender Mercy in Rotherwood.
What's happening? We're getting baptized. Yay!
Tender Mercy in Weaverville Part 2. So we pulled over to this road with an info dot on it today and said a really specific prayer that we'd be led to people that were prepared to hear about the message of the restoration. And so after that prayer, we got out of the car and started knocking on some doors. Yeah, and we did face a lot of rejection, but the last person we decided to talk to, he was actually standing outside his house. His name's Matthew, and he was doing some yard work with his little 3-year-old boy, and we just decided to start talking to him. And we were able to get to know his religious background as well as share the Book of Mormon and get a return appointment for Wednesday. Yeah, yay!
Tender Mercy in Mountain Lake. Ellen, where are we today?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah!
With the temple! Baptism in a temple.
Yep, that's right.
Great day, great day.
Yes, it was.
Let's go.
So we just had a dinner with several of the members in the ward, including 4 of our recent converts here, which is amazing to have all those recent converts all gathered together.
Yeah, and one of them made brisket and pulled pork, and it was fantastic. He is such a good cook.
Yeah. It's so cool to be able to see the other side of of the work that we do and the members fellowshipping them and getting them involved in everything going on. So it's wonderful to see.
So we decided to do our 12-week study here at the island today, which is just a little park in Cherokee. And as we were walking to some picnic tables, we were able to talk to 6 new people, and it was awesome.
Yeah, they were all super nice, and we invited 3 of them to church, and they were super hyped because they said, we've been looking for a church to go to, so it was awesome.
In Johnson City. We went to our favorite park today, and we decided that we wanted to share about General Conference, and we met some amazing people.
We talked to this mom, Mariah, and introduced what General Conference was. And that ensued into using the Finding Flow, introducing the Book of Mormon, and giving her a copy of the Book of Mormon.
And we got a return appointment, and we're going to teach her whole family on Tuesday at 4.
Yay!
Yay!
And so we were able to go talk to her, have a quick lesson, and then we said a prayer with her, and she was tearing up, and it was just perfect and awesome.
And the Spirit was so present, and now we have a return appointment for Thursday.
Woo!
Wait, I want to talk to you. And she asked us to say a prayer for something she's going through, and she was like, you guys are an answer to my prayers. I come here every night for the past 9 months, just like looking for an answer, and here you are.